dear viewers at home, you are welcome to today's episode on Insight with Scholar, and I have another engineer in the house, in person of Engineer Akinyosola Ojo. Akinde is a civil engineer. Sir, can you introduce yourself and share a summary of your career journey?
Thank you. As I mentioned, my name is Akinde Akinyosola Ojo. Born a few years, over 60 years ago. Yes, from Idori, in my local government. I started my educational career in primary school. As said, you have it. That's the only education, my early education I have in Ondo State. I went for my secondary school at Bacita, Kwara State. At that young age, again far away from my parents, took a lot of responsibility to myself, yes. Then for instance, each time I go, the money I would use for my transport back home, I would have kept it from day one. So I'm not one of the people that are training yourself from scratch. Yes. So after my secondary school, I entered the University of Ilorin to read
Civil engineer.
bachelor's degree, Engr civil. So after which, I went for my service in the Cross State. In fact, there were efforts that maybe I should serve then in Lagos. Well, one of my sister was trying to push that. But I said no. Let me go to where.
Since you have gone to Bacita,
No, let me go to where God has destined me to go. And one thing that really struck my mind then was that by the time I arrived at Calabar, I would have got across all the southern states. So that was the thing that really interested me. So on getting to Cross State, I was the camp coordinator for the engineers. So I relate with instructors and all these things. In fact, I was pushing that engineers should not be posted to school to go and teach, that they should put us in industry and all these things. They agree with me, but not knowing that I was actually joking. When the camp was over, I was sent to a place that when it was about 2 weeks to finish our camp, that the place is dreaded in that okay, that they are eating human beings and all these things there are. So when I was posted there, I have no option. I came back to the camp, telling the place where they are, I can't stay because I learned that they are eating people here and all this. The fear we carried. So, but that could not really help matters. So, I have to stay. If I'm in the process, I have other friends that came, and some of us, as the young guys, want to really explore, to see whether these people are really into this carnivorous thing of cannibalism. Yes, but for me, I was a bit scared. So for months, I didn't leave my close environment. They gave us a very fine accommodation. But then they don't pick the CLO from the camp. You have to be in your duty post. When everything is settled, it is then they will know who is remaining and who is not remaining. So by so doing, I was made the CLO for that year. I was there.
What is CLO, sir?
Corps Liaison Officer. Yes.
For your area?
Yes, for that local government. We get local government at that time. In fact, that's where I started the management of human beings. Because then all these corps, I have to coordinate them. Some will have their issues, they will come and report to me. I have to attend to them and all this things to the best of my knowledge. Initially, I was posted to the technical school there, who gave technical school, to be teaching technical drawing and mathematics. Yes. But when I now became the CLO, They said, oh, I cannot stay in that school. I had to go to the local government. So I was then taken to the local government. In fact, maybe that's the what really prompted me working in the local government eventually. Then maybe there's something I might have left over. Before I went for my service, I had these companies that I was working with when I was having my IT. Initially, ATRO and PW.
Everybody's talking about it.
Yes. When I was to go to Calabar, I went to the company. They gave me a letter to their company in Calabar that I should go and serve there. But I now kept the letter to myself. That well, if I allow God to direct me to why do I have to go to this company now and start pressing that they should? I want to work there. I kept the letter with me. Now when I was now posted to L.G.A, which was against all my wishes and desires, I now came out with the letter. Yes. When I got to the company, the manager there happens to be somebody from L.G.A. So when I now told him, sir, I'm posted to L.G.A, I don't want to stay there, this and this and this. I said, no, you will enjoy the place, there are good things there. I said, I'm not interested. As we were just saying that, he said, no, he will give me a letter that if I can obtain a release letter from where I'm posted. As we were talking, one of our surveyor there is from Ibadan, just entered. Immediately saw me. He said, Akin, why are you here? Are you with us here? I said, no, I'm not with you yet, so that I'm posted to L.G.A, but I want to come here. I said, initially, he said, L.G.A? He said, no problem, L.G.A is good. So when I now left the place, I got up to call him. He said, Akin, this one makes me to be
afraid,
very afraid. But to call it long story short, I couldn't effect coming back to that company. Yes, I now went for my service there, and to the glory of God, I enjoyed it. After leaving, in fact, I have an award in my service here, 2 awards. I have the state awards and the government awards. In fact, that was what I used in requesting for employment there. That if I've been given employment there and I rejected the to go to the state, then he said I should go to the new government where familiar to me because I played then at the Ministry of Works and Water Corporation, which is the common thing.
So, sir, what inspired you to choose civil engineering?
Well, what really inspires me is just a person, I don't even know his name now. I think we were in class 3, 2 or 3. My appellation when I was in secondary school is professor because I was in mathematics. So they were thinking maybe I want to go and be a professor of mathematics. So there's this particular afternoon, this Gideon International, this one that has serving Bible, yes, he now came to our school. So they fired us up to welcome them. I saw a particular one there. I love him instantly. The way he dressed, I just fell in love with him. So when they are now introducing themselves, the man got up there, well, I'm an engineer, working in Nigerian paper mill. That is it. I have to be an engineer. That is what really inspires me. But the type of engineer, whether civil or mechanical or all these things, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to be an engineer.
Can you tell us about a memorable project or achievement that shaped your career?
Yes, yeah. So many of them.
One.
Yes.
Time.
Yeah, they might not be too big, so to say. There was a time in my early days in service, we gave a job to a contractor. There are terms of payments that are stated, of which at each stage of the job, you have to sign, you have to pay according to the evaluation. There was this job we gave to, let me say no, to a cabinet of that community, whom we believe should be more patriotic. And yes, yeah, we gave him is an electrical job. So when he was to take his first payment, apart from the mobilization, yes, when he's to take his first payment, there are conditions to set. Now, okay, the pole must have been installed, all the conductor, everything must have been met. So they came to me. He said they have met all those conditions. In fact, being a Kabiyesi job, I can't wait till the following day.
You have to pay him.
No, I don't have to pay him. I took off from Malamoko to that community. They showed me all the conductors that they will use and the strings. So the job I paid for the second installment. Not knowing that conductors that I saw, the man now evacuated the whole thing.
A cabinet
For that matter. He took it to another location to go. Now, that year, before that job completed, I was transferred from the place to another location. The auditors now came. They now petitioned. I mean, they queried me. Yes, that I fraudulently
collected something about
that. No, that I linked with the contractor to defraud the government. They just framed their. When I had that one, I was scared. The first thing that came to my mind is to run to where those posts were. When I got there, the posts are still there. But the unfortunate thing is that no string again, no string on them. This is a very terrible thing. I now went to the palace. I now met the cabinet. It's late now, though. I said, cabinet, the job we paid you, you have not done it. The wires are not there. I said, my son, don't worry. I was thinking I'm going to get some money, I'll do that materials, we'll do another job somewhere, and when they pay me, I will do that. I said, this has become a problem that I've been queried on this job, and I have to get out of it, and I have to go reply my query. I now wrote that nobody can be more patriotic in the community than Kabiyesi. When we now said that, I replied to the auditor. The auditor saw it. And the auditor happened to be from that man's community. He saw the letter is not going to accept this one. That do I have to mention Kabiyesi or something? I said there's a company name. He's the one that owns the company and all these things. When I now went to Kabiyesi to tell him what happened, he said, okay, let me come in another 2 weeks. The 2 weeks that followed where he did not pay. I didn't know the auditor general would be there. I was there in the palace waiting for him. So, for the Kabiyesi, when he came out of this room, suddenly the general emerged. Immediately emerged. He's a chief in council. He prostrated, Kabiyesi, see all these things up. Kabiyesi just got up there. Do you think you want to send me to jail? This is not what happens elsewhere. You must start begging. Yeah. I got up to I started begging. You see, I'm letting this one that shapes my life in that. Before you put your hand into anything, you have to be sure of what you're doing. And that was a remarkable thing. That I will not sign anything I don't see. If those things that I have even seen can be done like this, but I will not take anything for chance. That stay with me throughout life. So when we now beg, we say, okay, what are we going to do? The listener say, Kabiyesi, we look for one thing to do to it. That was the end of the project. That was it. And when now the auditor keeps seeing me, but that one really
and it helped you throughout your career.
Throughout my career.
You have to cross-check or double-check.
Cross-check and double-check. And don't think anybody is can be too trust me. No, don't trust anybody.
Okay. What are the most significant challenges you faced in your career?
Challenges
that you have faced in your career.
As I've said to you, there are many, because we don't go from one government to another, and challenges is one.
Since you have mentioned one, now maybe you just add one to it.
Oh, to this one?
You have mentioned one before, just add one to that one. That can be seen.
Okay.
It's one.
Yeah, there's another one. We have a project that we're doing when I was in Ilaje. Got to 11. Myself and the chairman got disconnected. So he doesn't want to see my face. So the job stalled. Now, the people there that were not even interested in this project before, they are tired talking. They know they cannot achieve anything on this job. It's just trying to do for one reason. They asked me, why is this job stopping? I said they should not have the chairman. There's a particular time now, he now went to my subordinate officer. Called him, that okay, this job will continue from when engineer has stopped, so that they can finish the job. I now went to the supervisory officer too. I tell him, what? My brother, you can't do this job. The only condition that will take this job from me and give it to you is that if I'm not competent, if I've not done all the right thing, I mean, we know what I've done on the ground, what is actually causing the problem. I said, I will not allow it to. The man said, I've just gotten out of trouble. I don't want to do this. So, the thing was there just like that. That's why I continued. They were just asking engineer what happened. What has the chairman? The chairman, what happened? What has the engineer? And some politics now came in. They wanted to remove the chairman. The job could not go on.
Because it's for community.
It's for community and all these things. So, they could say, particularly I now went to the chairman. Sir, don't let all these bad small people spoil this your healthy project. Why don't you go to the commission? Ask them to take me from this place. Immediately I'm taken out of this place, whoever that comes will continue this job. That this guy cannot do this job with my subordinate officer. He can't do it. What will he say is or what will I be doing? He said, no, if I want to be transferred, I should go to the commission and say, I'm going to do it. I said, well, we are not ready to move on it. What we're saying spans more than 6 months. All this trouble.
The committee will be suffering for that.
Yeah. Now, when his own issues now came, the politics of the town, they wanted to remove my chairman. It was now done on him that we should start the project. He now called me, called some of my officers. He released money to me a direct labor job, we started the job. At the point of proving the project, the other thing that he had been removed at the chairman. He was so tense that I couldn't finish this job. And I told him, sir, we have known what is going to cost us to do this job. All other things being equal. That if we release this money to me now, that will finish this job. He said, is it true? I said, what? To the best of my knowledge, it's true. Yes, to the glory of God, this money was released. We were working day and night, putting all me total on top fire. So, fortunately, we were able to finish it. It has been removed. Now, it now called that we want to commission the place. After finishing, this still got another 1 or 2 months to finish with tiling everything perfect. So it was Adefarati now that there was the governor there. You know, invited him that come on, commission that. When Adefarati now came, they escorted him to the place. You know, then the type of styles we have, this colored gloves. Your Excellency, be careful. This place is secret. The man just looked up and down. I was by the chairman's side, the former chairman's side. The new chairman is already there. So, is that the contractor that did this job? There is no contractor. He said, it's my engineer. Yes, he said, it's my engineer. It's way I was almost sinking. I was so scared. But to the glory of God, when we now got out to address the gathering, it was a new tune. They now said they named that project on Adefarati's name. Now when Adefarati want to respond, he said, well, if you say this man has done well with job, this is that is going to occur with you. So 2 of us had double. So they now, it was because of that, this OSOPADEC thing. Okay. That chairman there was the first chairman of the OSOPADEC. Yes, essay on doing what I did. So it was that thing that promoted him and brought him in. Yes. Now I was so happy that we could achieve that one with all the human issues we have. Yes. And my own gain came through from that when I was taking off that place. I was in Okitupupa, a neighboring local government. I was in the chairman's house that night too. That place too, then we are having these political issues when PDP, AD and MPN or something. When they are, the 2 of them are ruling the state. We have a minister and the deputy governor from the place. So I was in his place where discussing how we are going to move forward. The chairman now just came in. He did my former chairman. He said, "Tell me, what are you doing here?" I said, "This is my new logo, and I'm here to see my chairman for one thing or the other." In fact, he didn't let us talk much. He just held my hand. He said, "Mr. Chairman, but this engineer is such a reliable person." That was the promotion I tried. From that on, there's nothing I tell that chairman. And to the glory of God too, I never tell him anything that why do you have to do this?
So indirectly you are telling us that
as engineers,
it is not you should not be money conscious.
It's not even about money. Though you see, engineers are looked on to as if they are the richest in the world, believing that maybe when you give them money, maybe they use the money for their own purpose. They are not believing that you spend some of this money on the project. They think maybe some of these people still come up as challenges we have. And the people too, people we are working with, most of them will not trust you.
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah, when you are saying, okay, you use it, even with the fact that you can cross-check some of these things, like if you are buying a bag of cement, I bought 10 bags of cement, you can cross-check that 10 bags of cement.
Yes.
That each of these prices is this. You will see some people still out there, it cannot be true.
So, sir, how do you approach problems solving in complex situations?
Yes, I thank God for that. In complex situation, what has been my guiding angel is collaboration. Yes, nobody is an island of knowledge.
Yes.
When there's a problem, we take it on. I will call my subordinate officers.
How is your team player?
Yes, that this is what we have on our hand. How do we go about it? Everybody will come with their own suggestions on what is my responsibility to filter it.
Yes.
Take those ones that I feel is okay by me, reject neatly too. Those ones I feel no work because I don't have to dampen anybody's interest by saying, why does he have to call us when he's not going to do this? That's what I've been using in complex situations.
So viewers at home, engineers, wherever you are, learn to collaborate. That's the key word. Learn to collaborate. Then what key skills or attributes are necessary for anybody to succeed in civil engineering?
Yes, continuous training. Continuous training and continuous training. Reason that as things are unfolding, the engineers of 1990, what they use in design is far different from what engineers of today are using for designing. So the principles are the same, but the technology has changed. To that, if you want to be a successful engineer, you have to keep on training yourself. And two, there are professions that bury their mistake. Engineers' mistakes bury them. Not for me, but if there's a structural collapse, imagine this structural collapse,
life will be lost.
Life will be lost. And the person that will be blamed is the engineer. Who is the engineer that does this job? Nobody wants to know what went wrong. Maybe the owner of the project is even controlling the engineer. Maybe you understand what I mean. Sometimes the engineer can give his own specification. The client says, no, I cannot do this. I have seen this. You see, if in that regard, if engineer does not, if he compromises, he can begin digging his grave.
Yes, definitely.
So whatever you know, you have to do. You have to go with integrity. So don't just take because of the little money I will see here, compromise this is because the end result sometimes. Yes, the end result sometimes.
Or like doctors.
Yes,
doctors do bury their.
Yes, I don't want to mention the.
You have to mention it.
Yeah, they bury their mistakes. Yeah, if they cut somebody, they forgot syringe or something inside, and they seal it up. Even under 1 week, the person is bleeding, and they will come and open it up. If the person eventually dies, heart failure, seizure, they will give it under name. But for engineers, especially civil engineers, if a structure collapses, it has collapsed. No other way, everybody will see it. Now, what causes the collapse? It will be the thing of the passers-by.
Yes.
And the engineer have to bear the burdens. And one unfortunate thing is that when they say, well, civil servants are to be seen, not to be heard, engineers are the people to be seen, not to be heard. They don't appreciate engineers when they see magnificent buildings, see things changing, see high speed railways. They keep on praising either the owner or the politician with the head. Ah, no, guy, you want to try. Teacher man in our local palace. Teacher man, nobody will ever think of the engineer. Yeah. But if it fails, even the chairman will be there. Engineer no man show. So these are the issues we experience.
Thank you for that, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I believe that there are misconceptions in your field that you'd like to clear up. Can you mention something?
Yes, one of the misconceptions is what I've just even mentioned along the line. There's false belief about engineers that immediately you are giving money for projects, they don't believe you are spending that money on the project. They will believe you are keeping the whole money. So that's where you see every Tom, Dick and Harry company, engineer, I need this, engineer, I need that. It's a very big misconception.
So how do you stay relevant and continuously as a civil engineer?
If I want to stay relevant, it's one of the things I've just mentioned. I have to keep on training myself. As I told you, by now I'm an old engineer. What applies during my days in the early stage when we are doing road design and all this has changed. So if I still want to meet up with those things, I still have to go back to the classroom too and upgrade myself.
So,
yes.
Yes. Let's get to the fun part now.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you enjoy doing outside engineering? What do you enjoy doing? Either in form of relaxation.
Yes, I like music. Well, if I see good music, no matter the tune, the young ones, so the middle is music, good ones, from all classes of
genres.
Yes.
You dance too? Because this is the music, there's no way you don't dance.
Yes, I think I can dance. So since I cannot assess myself, I cannot say I know how to dance very well.
Shake your body.
But let me tell you, jocularly, one of our song praises in my
dialect.
Yes, in my own lineage, on my Jegberu Wankuwa,
What's the name?
Ajogberu,
Okay.
that you dance and you are given a slave
Okay.
as your hand. So if anybody comes from that way and is dancing, he's not doing anything
Different
too spectacular. He's just doing something along the lineage.
Okay. So if you could meet an innovator or a professional from this, who would it be? Why?
Well, I would suggest where I really start my life. The arrow of an engineer. He was one in terms of roads, infrastructure when we were in terror, when we were coming up. And such a person, that is my model. Is simple to a fault, but how do I put it? Firm to a fault when it comes to his engineering, yes. And you see him constantly in his shorts, brown, happy, nigga. You know, see, and that's a topic. Is that meet him 24/7? That's how that was how he appears. But unfortunately, he died some years back, maybe around 92. No, not 1992.
Okay, 1990.
1992. Yeah, that is from Jero. But if I'm to meet anybody, you know, his partner is still there, eating. That one is in Badon. I don't have too much connection with that person because that one is in structures. So it is the structure people that in the head and knows.
So what fun facts about you? What is the fun fact about you that people don't know?
Well, I think the fun part about me, people must have known.
No, tell us what people don't know.
Okay, the one I feel people don't know is that people don't know to know my extent in that. Some people are really afraid of me. Why do I say so?
Is it because you stayed in Bacita?
No, because not until some people come to me and we have a relationship together, they say, okay, I don't know that you are like this now. This is not what we were thinking.
Okay, that means there is a projected impression of you.
Yes. Some say maybe I'm not approachable, maybe they cannot touch me because I maintain a balance between my job and
what fun facts? What's the fun fact about you that people don't know? Tell us the one that people don't tell us the one that people know.
Well, the one people don't know usually about me is the fact that maybe I'm even scared of me. Nobody just want to approach me anyhow. Why do I get to know this? When on occasions I get involved with some people, we're not excuse me, we don't know you are like this now. We are not thinking of this and that. And but I listen this one the truth. I demarcate between my job and relationship. Yes. And when I'm I don't mix the two together.
Maybe that's why.
Yes. When I'm doing my job, I can be very frank. We can be very tough on each other. When it comes to free life, and we relate nicely. So that is the. I am sorry, the person that cannot beat me. If I'm with people, people cannot be bored. Because I talk. Yes, I'm jovial. That I know. And I can throw in jokes and sometimes. So.
Engineer Akinde Akinyosola
Akinyosola.
I want to appreciate you for coming to this program. Insight with Scholar. It has been refreshing, at least as an elder statesman. I personally have gained from some of your experiences that you have shared with us, and I believe that viewers have too. As you are listening to us, you have gained some of what he has said. That collaboration, that's the reward from him. Engineers, you are supposed to collaborate so that you succeed in your profession. And before we end this program, we normally give out a gift on this program. And the gift might look small, but I believe that that's where we all started from. Sir, this is talking of a gift, a pencil, a clutch pencil. We started from there as engineers.
Yes.
I remember when you were doing your TT in secondary school.
Yes.
And like that, you started with pencil.
Yes.
So that's why we are reminding you by giving you that gift as a pencil. And so we appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of myself and my family too, I thank you for this. Nothing is small when it is done with a conscience that is very clear. You felt that okay, for this and you have to honor me with this. Please, don't call it small. You have given me a gift and I appreciate it so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Viewers at home, thank you for listening.